My migration is now complete. So if I click on my task, I can see over here that my migration is complete with information. So if I go to details, I can see there are some error messages. Enable console failed on Azure VM. Some features of Azure VM environment may not work ideally. I shall just skip this for the moment and go to home, go into my virtual machines. And now I can see that my on-premise VM is successfully migrated to Azure. So if I click on this VM, currently I have only a private IP address, which is given to me from the subnet that we defined while migrating. Now, how will I access this virtual machine? So I can either connect to it via RDP. I can't do SSH because this is Windows, or a Bastion host. So in order to do an RDP, I need a public IP address. So let's go to public IP address. Let's create a new public IP address. IPv4 standard migration test public IP. Let's say Microsoft Network. Let's put it in the same resource group as migration test, UAE North, and create. My deployment is in progress. The deployment succeeded. Let's associate the public IP address by clicking on networking. Let's click on the network interface, IP configurations. Select the configuration, click on associate, and associate the public IP address. Go back into my virtual machine and verify that my public IP address is associated. Now, if I click on RDP, I will see that there is one more requirement, which is the inbound security rule for RDP, which is port 3389. So let's create a network security group. Create new security group. I'll put it in the same resource group as my migration network security group. Click on create and click on create. Let's go back into my virtual machine and associate this network security group to my NIC card. Click on networking. Click on the NIC card, network security group. Select the one that we just created and click on save. My network security group is now associated to my NIC card. Now let's go back into networking and refresh this page. Now let's add an inbound port rule to allow RDP from any source and any destination. This is only for test purposes. Please do not expose your machine to the internet because this is not best practice. I'm only showing you because this is a test environment. Let's select on the RDP 3389, click on add. If I refresh this, let's verify. Yes, it is allowed from any source and any destination. You can also change the source and the destination to make it more secure. But for now, I will leave it as is. Go into connect. Give it a minute. Okay. So now I have 3 green ticks. Let's download the RDP file. Click on the RDP file. Put in the username. As you can see that my VM has finally been migrated from my vCenter to the Azure portal. I hope this video has been informative. I hope this whole series of Azure migration has been informative for you. And if you do have any questions or any feedback, please do let me know and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you.